And welcome back to Roleplay. It's been a week and none of us have done laundry. So we're all wearing the same thing.
I technically always wear the same thing on Saturday.
Welcome to chapter 8. 7 was the one we played last week, or that you saw 2 weeks ago. And this is chapter 8, Seeking Sorrow. So, if you recall, last time we adventured through the castle and it was ridiculous and we steamrolled over everything. And then Filch found the missing page of Maganos's favorite Playboy, his mystic tome. And we found out that Venestra, yes, Maxim. He's a Maxim reader. He's a classy mouse. He reads it for the articles anyway. They found out that the Great Circle of the Magi had been battling the Changelings, in which they had defeated all of them, and they could not defeat the Queen, however, so they had captured her deep underground, hoping that she would lie there forever. We've pretty much come to believe that this is in fact Venestra, and so now we are on a mission to find a way to destroy her. Which is what leads us to the chapter today. Let me just see here. So everyone seemed a bit downtrodden. Nez, looked around his group of friends there and said, "Alright, why so many long faces here? We've got everything we need. I don't understand why so many of you are so upset." Unfortunately, they realized we don't really know how to kill Venestra. That's when it dawned on Maganos, that there was one such weapon that could actually defeat her. It was the Sorrow Blade. Last it was seen, it was in the hands of King Andon, Colin's father, who we know is sick and potentially dying. So Nez thinks, of course, this is a terrible idea because he knows the story behind the Sorrow Blade. It, of course, was the sword that King Andon, Colin's father, used in the last war that they fought in. The Sorrow Blade had come at such a price. King Andon was away when Colin's mother had died during childbirth. Andon, of course, choosing war over family. When he returned to the kingdom, he actually placed a curse on the blade itself, so that it would harm the wielder, so that no one again would ever wield it, choosing war over the love of their family. And thus it gathered the name the Sorrow Blade. So, because we have no good sense, we're going to get the Sorrow Blade. Of course, Filch was like, "This sounds like a terrible idea." I'm not wielding that thing. I am just fully loaded with bows and daggers, and you are not making me carry that. Of course, Colin, being the hero and masterful leader that he is, says, "I will take the burden." So we are still in the alchemist chamber from last time, and a couple of roaches have come to see what was the commotion in here.
They heard the screaming rats.
Yes. They heard the rats going, "Ah!" being murdered one by one mercilessly. So,
Here's a cheese.
Colin got cheese because he is not the first in the initiative order, and as a free action before anything else happens, he actually gave it to Lily, who's actually spending it now to get a preemptive shot because we don't like your rules and we make up our own. And that's just how every
We don't
show...
like your rules and we substitute our own.
Yes, that's how every episode of any of our shows goes. Basically, we're just going to make our own rules. You know that rule book you wrote?
But what's the number one rule about gaming?
Never argue with the Dungeon Master. So
That's the number two. The number one is, did you have fun?
yes, sure. So I'm getting a second attack because there was 2 bow stars there, and that's a total of 3 hits. So one of them is dead. I can roll defense, but it doesn't really matter. So that one's dead, and now for my second trick. Nothing.
But 2 cheese.
But I do get 2 cheese, which is good. And I'll give one back to Pooh. As a thank you, my king. My liege.
And roll the defense.
Yes, the defense. Nothing. So, now we roll movement. Whoa! Earthquake. He moves 1, 2. He's going to move 1, 2. And he's going to move 1. Actually, no, he's jumping down onto the floor. Alright, and none of them are close enough to attack, so it goes to Lily. Jesus Christ.
Part of the castle's getting destroyed.
Right? Venestra!
There's a giant of
Alright, so there's 1 hit, no defense, Roach dead. And then I'm actually going to stay where I'm at because I don't see a need to really move because I think we're going to have to go underground, seeing as how this is here. So that makes it Magnus' turn, assuming you're going to just blast some. Or not. Yeah.
Yeah, that
So, no defense. Alright, do you want to move?
happened.
No? Tilda! You don't have any ranged attacks, so you kind of
No.
have to move. So you can go 1, 2, 3 and be adjacent here, or 2, 3 and be adjacent here.
I'll go right there. I'll stay
Okay. You have, I believe, 3 as your attack value.
Yep.
And the Roach rolls 1 defense versus 2 hits. Dead Roach. And my captain. Hey, you got to do something.
Alright.
Yay!
And then he gives order for Lily to shoot it. Alright, well that's 3 hits. Yep, he's dead. Alright. So, that is now Nez's turn. And what would you like to do, Nez?
We're going to explore.
I can't agree with you more. So we all plop down there. That goes, yep. Hey. I didn't throw it into the blinds this time. Another ambush with 6 roaches this time. So you guys want to place 6 roaches for me? I'll go ahead and get the initiative track ready. The unfortunate thing about ambushes is the moving up the track. It just ruins everything. Bless you. Unless you're Colin and you're in the first slot, then an ambush can actually help because you will get a cheese. I do get 2 cheese, but I'm only taking 1 as always, so I can preemptive shot once we've determined the order here. Magnus, Nez, Tilda, Colin, Filch, Roaches, and me last. So I'm glad I got that preemptive shot. And then we need to roll for the ambush.
I need my cheese.
Or, well, first yeah, here's your cheese. And then I'm going to roll my preemptive strike before we do anything else. That's 2 hits, plus I get to take another turn. No defense. So he's dead. And then for my second, nothing.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. And he rolls no defense or cheese. So now we roll to move the roaches up, and they only move 1. So they move just ahead of Filch. And Magnus, it is your turn. Now we actually have all of the story requirements that we need throughout this chapter, so we're basically just playing through for battle. So you get 2 cheese and 2 hits. He rolls no defense. I'm assuming you're shooting this guy,
Yeah.
or these are in your point of view as well.
No, we're getting rid of that dude.
Okay. Alrighty. And that, would you like to move? Or are you staying there?
I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. Nez is up next, who you are also playing. So he's got 2 movement. He's now adjacent. There's 4th. And the Roach rolls no defense, 2 hits. Dead Roach. And what would you like to do?
No, that's it.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Tilda. There you go. Damn it, Rachel, stop telling me.
I forgot to eat today. 4. He moved me over there.
Well, here, eat up. Have some cheese.
You want in or?
And yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and...
Tilda just hulks out. She just, I don't need to be adjacent. Alright, 1 hit. No defense. Dead Roach. She also dives on the grenade because that means the Roach isn't going to move anywhere. He's just going to stay there. Colin.
Well, it was gonna inspire, but there's not that many roaches left.
Yeah.
Alright, 1 cheese.
And 1 hit.
Roach rolls 1 defense. Now you could give an order. Oh wait, no,
No,
you
he
moved.
I
Damn.
moved, yeah. Well,
He could, however, move with somebody above him and have them attack again.
Yeah. If you swapped places with Nez or Tilda, we could potentially try and kill one of these roaches. Or with Magnus, for that matter, because he can see this one. If you wanted to do the battle leader.
yeah, sure, why not?
Because they take an immediate turn.
Give it to Nez.
Nez? Okay. So Nez and Colin swap places, and Nez immediately takes a turn. Well,
That was unfortunate.
Maybe it should have been Magnus.
wait, does Nez have a... Doesn't he have a... Yeah, you could use the spear.
I could.
We'll do that. Because I don't want you to lose the spear.
Yep.
So that's 3 hits with the spear
Sure.
being a ranged attack. And, yeah, no defense plus a cheese. So, dead roach. He's like, I'm tired of using this hammer. Javelin! From 3 inches away.
It's more like I just stabbed with the with the spear. It's
Yeah.
like,
And then you can equip back.
It's like
to
one of
your
those
yeah.
fake quarters that you had on a string. He's like,
hand. Alright, it is the roach's turn. He's going to attack Tilda. And he gets 1 hit, 1 cheese. I believe your defense is 3. Yep, defended. Actually, you can cause him to re-roll the cheese.
Oh yeah, yeah, you reroll.
Alright, so
Yay.
that's 2 hits. And you blocked 2. And then it is Filch. Go nuts. Alright, so you want to move, what, 1, 2, 3, 4? And in the space? Or just stop here?
Sure. That doesn't matter.
Okay. You are not higher, so you don't get the bonus for the dagger.
It'll still just be.
You were using the
You
bow.
were using the bow.
The bonus 3.
And that actually counts as 2, so that's 4 total hits. I wonder how he'll defend. He won't.
And she gets cheese.
Yes. There you go. And so
all these
that
ranger
is the
attacks from
end,
3 feet away.
right?
Just rapid fire bow.
I chuck a coin at it.
Now Lily moves.
Yep, and I'm going to attempt to try and explore if I can get that far. So 3 plus my 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom! I always feel like when you explore, like it's The Legend of Zelda, like there's that second pause at the edge of the screen where you see Link like this, and then the screen goes shoo, and then he like, vroom. Alright, so that's gone. Now we need, yep, another encounter. Starting with the difficult encounters now. Well, what they do with that card?
Whoa. Somebody's not happy.
What?
Bird.
Oh.
He's getting pissed.
Yeah, they do that. So this is going to be a mousetraps encounter. There, there. I get 2 cheese, -1 for preemptive shot, as always. And 3 rats.
Where are you gonna? Oh.
I really would love to see a digital app for this game. I think that would be amazing.
They could put one on the iPad.
Yeah, like have the clock
Mhm.
on the side of the screen and have the game there and be able to, you know, like tap a mouse and tap a space and tap a, you know, figures and all that. I think that would be just absolutely amazing. Or make it like a old school Final Fantasy
Oh, there you go.
for the battle. That would be really cool too. Just pick a number of actions and You just set up their equipment in the menu screen. You have their abilities there under spells. Or under abilities, for that matter.
Is that a hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink?
Yeah, Plaid Hat Games, make an app for your game.
It's not that hard.
Well, except for the parts where it is. Lily, Colin,
See,
Rat
I'm
Warriors,
okay with that. I get my
Filch,
cheese, then I can
Maganos,
move.
Tilda, and Nez. So you get a cheese. I already took mine for the explored tile, minus the one for the preemptive shot. I'm going to take the ones that all have bows. I hope that's good luck. Well, kind of. It's one hit, one cheese. Cheese! And the rat rolls... Actually, don't I have something for defense? No, that's only on large figures.
Yeah.
Okie doke.
They roll 2 defense.
Yeah. But, nothing. So he dies. And I got my cheese.
Now you move.
Yes. We need to go here, correct?
Yeah.
Because we need to go upstairs. So, we'll move over there and go... 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, normally I would have to stop there and make the roll, but Lily is immune to mousetraps. So, Colin, you are up.
Whoa.
I suppose I could have rolled to see if I could... Well, no, I can't trigger it. Oh, wait, yes I can. I'll leave someone else to
Here's
use
my
the
thing, you
trigger.
can actually bypass, because that's considered a space. You just go...
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, that is a space, so you can just go whoop.
But then I don't get to walk over it like a boss and be like, oh, by the way,
I'm saying-
I'm so nimble, I'm so quick.
We're saying for everybody else.
Watch me jump this mousetrap trick.
Everybody else can just walk around it.
Alright, I guess I'll go ahead and give order instead of moving to
Okay.
Lily.
Okay, to fire a shot?
Yep.
Okay, so I am going to spend 3 for a power shot. Or I suppose I could accurate shot. Yeah, let's do that. So it'll just be 3, and the rat will roll no defense. Dead. Thank you, Captain.
And now...
And now the rats. So you still... Oh wait, we
I
don't
don't
get
get movement.
searching. Yeah, you don't get movement. So that's pretty much it. Now the rat moves to... Oh god. I immediately regret my decision. And rolls 2 hits. And Lily actually is going to have 3 defense. Yes. I don't know why I keep looking on those cards. They're all listed right here.
Yeah.
So 3 defense.
You just have to add if you have anything.
Okay, so I blocked 1 hit. Ow! Heals, please. Blocks. Thanks. Alright. End of the rat's turn. Moves up. Filch.
You can just hit with your bow.
Alright, and that is a bow star, so it counts as 2 hits plus 2 cheeses. 2 Jesus.
I want cheese now.
Jesus crust. No defense. So he's dead.
Thank you. She gets a cheese.
Yes, and you take it from the wheel. But there isn't any, so there you go. Excuse me. Then it is Maganos, Tilda, and Nez. Remember, you guys cannot move over the mousetraps unless you want to trigger them.
We can go there,
You can use the dinner fork to trigger it,
or we can just go around it here.
or you could just use the dinner fork to trigger it.
4.
Okay, it's up to you. Who wants to use the dinner fork? Because remember, you need to use an action to pick it up, but it's a free action to lay it down.
Or
so
we
if
could
you
just-
lay it down on the
or we
trap,
could just
you
explore.
spring it. You lay it down on the trap and spring it. Then you can use your action to pick it up. You'll get a free cheese, and then the next person can explore.
But Nez won't make it there. That's why I was just going to explore.
Okay,
Nez.
fine.
What's the point? We
Sorry,
always
for
run,
the-
we
You always
always
run out of cheese.
For the viewers at home, I said, fine, take all the fun out of it. Alright. So, the encounter is another mousetraps, but we're upstairs, so it doesn't matter. And 6 greedy roaches, but Nez is with us, has the Roach Master achievement, and so they're not greedy.
Welcome to Well Played, real people playing real fun games. They air every Friday.
I would hate to live in this castle.
Piss problem.
Well,
They need to call what's it called?
Orkin?
Orkin. They need the Orkin man.
most castles
They
do
could-
have pest
On
problems.
short notice, the best they could get was an orc.
Have you not seen or played any fantasy games? I mean, your
No, I
first
have.
bosses always in the castle are rats.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it's always rats and roaches. Or like bugs or, of
Or
some type.
centipedes.
Yeah. So
I
need
figured there would be roaches in the kitchen or the dining room.
Yeah. Especially this is like a
Holy crap, you know what I just remembered?
what?
What?
Cat's claw horn. We're upstairs. We can call Brody.
We can always call Brody.
Yeah.
He just wants to use the
True,
horn.
you could use that, and then the horn would call him to our aid, and then the catnip would pay him off after the battle. Just as a thought for later, because I don't know what's coming in the kitchen. I think we've got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
one roach per mouse. I think we're okay right now, but just as a thought. So
Dang,
Tilda,
I'm first for
Filch,
once.
Maganos, Nez, Roaches, Lily, Colin.
Really? You were doing so well.
Yeah. And I'll do my 2 - 1 for preemptive. Hey, that's 2 hits and a cheese. Roach rolls. Boom! No defense, and he's already off the board. Suck it! And I got a cheese for that. Alright, Tilda.
Okay. Well, Lily is hurt.
Actually, you know what? I shot one on the table, because I don't want to climb up there.
Let's see.
Yes, Lily is hurt. And she gave you a cheese.
Yay! So now I'm gonna use that cheese to heal you.
Yay!
How many cheeses is that?
2.
Yay.
Actually, for you, it's 1. That's right, because you're a
Oh.
healer.
No,
Major
that's
heal
major
costs 1. Major heal.
It's only first aid. That
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn.
I'll do it.
We could have just waited and I could have used the scroll.
Yeah.
We do need to save the Whisker Froth, though. Basically, everyone except Filch and Lily have healing abilities. Our 2, main archers at this point.
Think I'm
Yep.
gonna go
Well,
ahead.
Maganos as well.
Yeah, but I have this.
Whoosh. Oops.
Okay.
You know where Meganos.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Megan.
She got a little excited.
What happened?
I'm just leaving. I'm just taking it down.
Somebody change me. My diaper's full now.
Okay, so that's 3. And he cheesed his pants.
She can make him reroll that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. You're in, you reroll that.
Okay, he
Yay.
defended it.
But he's still
But he
alive.
did.
But there's still 2 other hits.
He's still dead.
Yep. Alright, so then we move to Filch.
You can shoot one of the ones on the table.
Or can knife strike with.
How many moves does it take to get on the table? 'Cause it's
So it would be
3.
3 and another 3, or fish hook and thread.
Okay.
Or you can
Just
equip.
go over there.
Again, you can equip the throwing dagger instead of the
but
slicing
if we get
dagger.
on the table, then I could theoretically attack both of them.
That's-
Because I attack
Actually, she doesn't
once
even need the
for
fish hook and
together.
thread, because couldn't she? Or is that only for water?
That's only for water.
and mouse traps.
Yeah. But here's the thing again: if you equip the slicing dagger with the throwing dagger, switch them out. You can do multiple ranged attacks.
Whatever,
It's up to you. It's
fine.
entirely
Yeah,
your choice.
whatever.
Yeah, just continue to make me feel like the dick. See? There's 1 successful ranged attack. There's another.
And it's worth 2 and 3.
Well, no, because she's not using the bow.
No,
She's just the
Oh, right.
You do spend 2 cheese to do that, though. And make a 3rd. Okay. So,
They don't roll defense.
oh right, because you are higher. So, yeah, there you go. They're dead. See? If you didn't use it, yeah. You were rolling all bows. I saw into the future because I'm good like that. Alright, so Maganos.
Soup time. Turn roach to soup.
Okay, so that's 2 hits. No defense. Did you want that one or that one? The farther one?
Yeah.
Good idea. So there's that. But he did roll a cheese. It's the first one they've got. They can keep it. We don't need to find some convenient rules. There's one cheese on the wheel. We're fine. And moving up there. Okay. Well, there. Then it's Nez. 2, 3. So I'm assuming you want to go probably like 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And swing away. Roach rolls no defense. There's 2 hits plus a cheese. Cheese! And that's the end of the roaches. Alrighty. They're gone. It's Lily's turn. She's like, sorry guys, what I missed? I was busy being a badass on the last tile. Here and explore. Xbox. Sorry, if you're watching this on your Xbox, I probably just made it shit its pants. Yeah.
Colin was just sitting there like,
Yeah, it happens.
He's like, well, I got my cheese.
Alright, this is another Mousetraps one. And 6 roaches again. I am stacking it when there's only one enemy. I'm putting 3 mice on either side. So
That's
Then
how
I
we
do a little
do
magic.
magic.
then I do a little
Now we'll put him
magic.
at the bottom.
Meeps hasn't even been used.
Nope.
Hasn't been needed.
Actually, we should put it-
Okay, that was totally fair. I didn't do that. Collins first, then Nez, then the roaches, Filch, Maganos, Tilda, and Lily. I'm doing 2 minus 1 again for preemptive.
And you get
Yeah, that's 2 hits, plus I get an attack again. He rolls zip, 1 defense. But there's 2 hits there. And for my next trick, that's another hit and a cheese. And the roach rolls no defense. And zip. And I get a cheese. Alright.
You're up, Colin.
Guys, table's clean.
I'm gonna go right here.
And hackety slash.
Yeah, why not?
No defense from the roach.
Cheese, please, and
2 hits.
I'm gonna go ahead and use backslash. So go ahead and take
Alright.
the cheese.
Backslash is only 1.
Backslash. is
Nice. Okay. And the second roach rolls no defense. Both are dead.
one. I was kind of bored last chapter. Last tile.
So now you've gone all like angry and
He's got pent up frustration. He's just been sitting there like, I'm gonna kill Rich. Really? Really?
your your army is too good. It's not our fault. Alright. Roach rolls no defense. 2 cheese but no hits. Do you have anything you can
Nope.
you could battle Squeak and add 1 more dice?
You could have thrown your spear.
Yep. I'm using
Yeah.
the spear.
Sure. Why not? From point blank again.
That's the way he can make
And
sure
2
he
cheese.
hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the roach is gonna attack Nez. 1 hit. No defense, so he takes a cheese. Alright, and that's the end of the roach's turn, because there's only 1 of them. Filch, you're up. With the bow?
Yeah.
Okay. So nothing. Let's see his defense. Nothing. You want to move, or are you happy there?
Which way do we have to go?
This way.
Okay.
Wait, I thought we're in the kitchen. We're supposed to be getting Miss Maggie's.
Yeah. Once we clear that last roach, then we get Ms. Maggie's attention, and she just takes us over.
Okay.
Because there's actually 2 routes to this chapter. You can go underneath into the sewers, under the jail cell, and fight Skitterclack, and then use Levitate to move through a pipe and move underneath the king's bedroom. That's going to wind up making things harder in the long run. So we decided to go the easier route since we already have the Pie Master achievement, where we got Ms. Maggie's attention. If you remember, way back in chapter 1, Ms. Maggie is actually going to carry us on a tray into the king's chamber. But I didn't read ahead. So Magnus, you're up. You want to melee him? You'd also toothpick him?
Toothpick comes in handy when it's for defense.
Yeah, when it comes for defense. But I am going to spend 1 cheese and get an extra.
For the clawbiter? You do need to move over there first.
No, it's just adding to my battle.
Yeah, that's true.
So I can still make it. I can still make it.
But it's before attacking with the claw.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to use that instead of the scorching wand, and it would be a melee. So then you're only getting 2.
So I'm still going to do that.
All right. So that's.
And I get 2 cheese.
Yep. And 1 hit, and the roach rolled no defense. Whoops. And he's dead. So at this point. Here we go. So, Ms. Maggie was up in the kitchen, and of course, she knows, all of us by now, knows that we're mice. She's walking with us, all, covered underneath the tray, and she's like, I don't know how I feel about this. This doesn't seem like a very good idea, trying to trick the king. Colin, of course, looks at her, Miss Maggie, it's fine, it's for the best, it's to save my father. We all go here. And they peek out, and she takes up the tiny little bottle of Whisker Froth Elixir and pulls a tiny little cork out of it and pours a little bit in the king's tea and says, Alright, I trust you, lad. I just hope the king feels better soon. And she walks out. Okay, so here's how this works. Because we were carried in by Ms. Maggie, there's not actually going to be an encounter right now. However, once a surge happens, then there is an encounter. So there's a number of things we need to do. Number 1, we need to get up onto the king's bed and give him his medicine. How we do that, we all need to be up on the bed and then use the Whisker Froth Elixir. Then we need to save the king. How we do that is using Venestra's brush and Magnos. We save him. And then finally we need to search, make sure before we leave, search the chest for the Sorrow Blade. Okay?
And if we roll a 1, then they get a cheese, correct? On movement.
No.
How is the search supposed to happen if they're not?
When we get to the end of the initiative. Yeah, it's just, when we get to the end of the initiative track, it'll add a piece of cheese,
So
and
basically
again,
we got
and
4
again.
turns, and we got the fish and thread to get up on the bed.
There you go.
Basically, it's over. But we do need to have all 6 of us up on the bed. So, first up, Tilda, Maganos, Lily, Nez, Filch, Colin.
Alright, let's fish
There's
up
your
in
cheese,
questions.
and I'll take my 2 cheese for the unexplored tile. So, first things up,
Yeah.
Tilda wants to place the fishhook and thread here, and use her movement to climb up.
Woo.
Maganos, using his movement to climb up. Lily is actually going to roll for her movement, because Lily's going to do this. She's going to use her movement to get up there, and... Oh wait, no, because that would use all my movement. So, I was gonna say I'll move over there, get the Sorrow Blade to give it to you, but... Yeah. I
Well,
forgot
we need
this
all
is-
to be on the bed for that
True.
first.
Oh, right, we need to save the king and all that first, so...
That's right. saving the
Right,
king.
king. Yes. He's not my king, I'm a mouse. I've always been a mouse. I was born a mouse. I didn't go through no alteration surgery. Y'all are a bunch of
So Colin,
freaks.
make sure you grab the fish hook and thread.
I've always been a mouse.
Yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna do. And fish up and thread.
Okay, end of the initiative order. Cheese! Then it's back to Tilda.
I guess we have
So
to
what do we do?
skip your turn.
Yes, Nez needs to use the Whisker Froth Elixir.
Or you can give it to Maganos to use it.
Or give it to Tilda, who can use it now.
Give it to Tilda.
Alright.
Because there's no requirements. So, do you use it?
Yep.
Okay. So, you no!
It's fitting that she uses it to heal the king.
Yeah,
the
she's
healer.
the healer.
True.
So,
This is like, I don't know what
They-
the hell to do with this here.
all 6 of the mice help push the teacup to the king's lips and tilt it in as Colin looks on and says, "My father, I've come. I've come to save you." And in a weak voice, King Endon responds with, "My son, I knew you would come." As he drinks the tea, he begins to feel a little bit more lively, and some color comes back to his face. Maganos, what would you like to do?
If I cast a spell.
I cast Flare. So Maganos pulls the
I use Vanessa.
hair from Venestra's brush, and he goes, "There is but one way that we can save the king and get him out of the kingdom. We must turn him into a mouse." Filch goes, "Now hang on a minute. I've been okay with most of the stuff you guys have done up until now. But if you use that hair, we have no way to get back into our human selves. So no, I am not okay with this. You have dragged me through this castle and had me kill a number of things for you, and I haven't even gotten paid. No." Colin looks over and says, "If it's your wish to be human again, we will use the hair to return you to your natural form, my friend. I would never wish this curse be permanent on anyone." Filch reluctantly looks at the king, who he sees shallowly breathing, wounds still on his neck from the spider bites from when last we saw him, and says, "All right, use the hair on the king." What they couldn't see was Nez standing behind all the other mice like this. As they're all looking at Filch, Nez is standing there with his hammer going. So Maganos pulls the hair, casts the spell. The king shrinks down into the form of a frail old white mouse. And Nez picks him up and says, "Come with me, your majesty." At which point Lily goes, "So where is this blade you've been talking about?" Colin looks at his father and says, "Father, I must use the Sorrow Blade to end Venestra's tyranny on our kingdom." "The blade is in my trunk, son. Be very careful. I do not wish its magic to harm you." For those who can't see, Colin just moved onto the trunk and is rolling a search, and nothing happened. And there it is. So Colin reaches into the chest, sees the Sorrow Blade, and Maganos says, "There was just enough energy left in that hair to cast the same spell that I've cast on all of our equipment before. If you hold the blade and say, 'This is mine,' it will shrink to your size." Colin, of course, does so. The Sorrow Blade shrinks down to his size, and he is now the wielder of it. It adds +2 to your battle with the Ring of Cat Strength, and the battle that you already have, you are now up to max damage. And that is the end. Yeah, so join us next week when we will be playing through Verst's Redemption. Dun, dun, dun! Thanks for watching. And this is the part where they make the small talk and you see the mouths moving, but you can't actually hear anything and the credits are rolling past. And they're like,